Good morning, folks. It's officially dreary today. I believe it's gone 8:30 in the morning. It feels like what it is, the middle of winter. Misty, cloudy, proper miserable. Good boy. The dustbin lorry is going around. He's just been and taken all our Christmas recycling away. Got a fresh start for the next 2 weeks. Looks like some people's recycling has ended up in the middle of the field. Somebody came and had a picnic in the middle of the night, making their own sandwiches. Milo's inspecting it anyway, and then giving his opinion, tiddling on it. Come on! Then running away from the evidence. Running around to keep warm. More nosing around to see who's been overnight. Most likely a fox. It's been a completely different year to last year anyway. Last year we had slow dogs, slow walks. This year everything's picked up a pace. The start of last year we just lost Carla and taken in Skye shortly thereafter. She came, I think, no, you're not going over to that poop. She came about the 10th of December. So this is actually her second Christmas. Sandy and Milo, this is their first Christmas with us. Oh, we're going over the water, are we? Things have definitely taken a change. Are we going over? We don't have to. We could stay dry. No, he's decided he's going to go. I think he has anyway. Or is he going to stand there like the Lion King on top of his mountain? Oh no, he's gone down the bank. Taking an unusual route. And then the direct route across the water. You're not going into that froth? Nope. Not only have we had a change of personnel inside the tent, we have people following us now from all over the world, from Australia, Korea, presume South Korea anyway. Quite a few in South Korea. We suddenly had a mad blip with thousands and thousands of views from South Korea. That must have been YouTube displaying them. And obviously we've had viewers from all over the United States. Germany's been popular, Italy. Ukraine, Poland, Argentina, Mexico. It'd be nice if people just flew their flag as a symbol to tell us where they're from when they post. We've had people in Ghana, South Africa, Namibia. I don't know where they came from, but somebody from Namibia also commented. Japan, obviously. Hong Kong. I don't know about China. I don't think we'll get broadcast in China, but you never know. But definitely Hong Kong. New Zealand. Can't think of others. Oh, Switzerland. We've had people from Switzerland too. Very, very few nasty comments. They're usually just people that don't like animals and don't like dogs and wonder why on earth you're just posting your dogs walking around fields and what they get up to. They're probably from countries that eat dogs, but there you go. Each to their own. And this year we've just said goodbye to another of our dogs. Smudge, my parents' dog, who I used to walk when I was over there. I won't be walking anymore. I've actually got one video that I never put out when I was over there. I shall put that one together, so at least my mum and dad have got something to look back on. I say goodbye to Smudge on Christmas Eve, which is a sad time, as you'll always remember it. I could actually go back to a lot of old videos now. I'm editing it better and worked out how to actually put the clips together better. So maybe I could incorporate a video with Smudge, Wally, Shadow and Carla as a memory keepsake. So I was watching what Milo was up to, where his nose was, making sure he wasn't getting into any mischief we don't want. He's actually quite hilarious in the mornings. he hears movement upstairs when I'm sitting down having my cup of tea. Usually 2 or 3 hours later, Sandy starts moving and going to the door and listening at the first creak of footsteps upstairs. And then when there's a bigger creak in the bathroom, Milo comes down and starts jumping all over Sandy, starting off a world war between the two of them, which when it gets taken to the couch is when I do a tussle video. And then as soon as Mummy comes through the door, they go mad. Sandy wanting to jump all over, and this little terror wanting to jump all over Sandy. But if you pull them apart, Sandy only goes and joins in again, so she must enjoy it. He's got his nose buried into the grass there. Somebody must have a nice smelling piddle, because he can't get enough of it. There's no joggers about, no other dogs. Perfect time of the day. Misty and miserable. This is like Death Valley around here. Sniffing, you've got to keep an eye on everything. No IEDs, just dog poo. What are you doing? You just waiting for somebody to pop out the bushes? I hope not, because I'm not looking. And I've got my earplugs in listening to podcasts, so I wouldn't hear of anybody if they did jump on me. That's all that he's looking down at. I don't think there's been anybody down there for a few days, looking at how overgrown it is. Although I do believe there's a ladies' toilet down there. Not a literal toilet, but that's where they go, behind the bushes. They come out and get caught short, and that's where they go for a crouch. It's not just doggy poos we have to worry about. He's constantly looking for rabbit droppings too. Last night was the first time I've actually sat down and watched a full Bette Midler film. I always associate the name as being from the era of Edward G. Robinson, 20s and 30s, maybe the odd 40s and 50s. I must be mixing her up with somebody else. Can't think who I'm conflating or confusing her with, but there you go. I suppose the film we were watching was a bit more of a update on the love story film. Two people, a child and cancer, which was what Love Story was all about. And one dies and the child moves to the other person. And instead of it being Ryan O'Neill, it was Bette Midler. So I don't know what Christmas films everybody used to watch, but we used to have The Sound of Music, The Wizard of Oz, One Ryan's Express, The Great Escape, all those kind of films. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, what's the other one? Bedknobs and Broomsticks, all those kind of films. And then we used to have shows with people like Shirley Bassey. And the Two Ronnies, which most people won't be very familiar with. And then later on you'd get Christmas specials like Only Fools and Horses. Everybody would sit down to watch after they had their tea. And in years prior to that we would have had the Morecambe and Wise Christmas special. Which I always found were amusing rather than hilariously funny, but my mum and dad used to roar laughing. Now the humour tends to be a bit more crude, with people like Brendan O'Carroll. Of course, Mrs. Brown's Boys with Brendan O'Carroll. More slapstick. Milo's doing his Simba impressions on top of his little mountain in the river. Are you coming this way? Come on. Come on, Milo. It's not such a steep drop to get up anymore because all the silt from the floods has brought the cliff edge a little bit closer. I've got videos of that being so steep that Shadow was struggling to get up and down. Well, he could get down, just couldn't get back up. Of course, they weren't on the lead and didn't have a harness on them, so they had to get up under their own steam. Whereas if these get into difficulty, they just get a helping hand from the harness. There's not a dicky bird to be seen, not a soul, not a dog or a runner. Well, there's plenty of dicky birds, but not a human soul or a canine. Maybe they will appear as we go round, but we haven't seen anybody yet this morning. Probably recovering from Christmas and Boxing Day. There's the heron anyway in full flight, about to take off, doing low flying bombing. Needs to get some lift on his wings to get over the trees. Or did he go through them? He didn't appear to go over them, and he didn't crash to the floor. It's very dull and grey, isn't it? Hopefully it'll be a bit brighter when we get out with Sandy and Skye. But then there'll probably be more people out as well, so we won't be able to video so much, because it'll be like kites in a hurricane with those two when it's busy. Keeping them under control. And the water is flowing quite fast. I could probably walk down the river, but there are pockets where it gets a little bit deeper. Keep an eye on what he's looking at, because I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I bought a Insta360 camera myself over Christmas, cost about €500, and supposedly in the packaging was supposed to be some lens caps to protect the lens, and they weren't in there, so I got onto them, and you're dealing with a robot. Eventually I got elevated to a human, somebody called Farah, and that individual, all they could say was send the unboxing video, as though I'm a tech YouTuber who films everything they do, everything that comes through the door when they open the box. Of course I don't video everything I open, don't make a video of it and post it to YouTube, perhaps I should. So it's like banging your head against a brick wall. So I just gave up eventually, and I went on another website called Temu and just bought some myself. In fact, they were so cheap and they were so good, I ended up buying 3 sets of them. I just won't be buying any more Insta products. No, I don't know what you're just sniffing there, but I'm not taking any risks. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying any more Insta products if they treat you like that. I mean, they're not the expensive ones anyway, they're only the cheap ones they give away with the camera. So they probably would only have cost them €2 or €3 or dollars or $1 or whatever it is they produce them in. Whereas the DJI camera that I'm actually using now, I'd had that about 10 months and the record button was sticking. So I just took it in for a service to get it repaired. And about 2-3 weeks later I got a call to say it had been sorted, go and pick it up, which I did. Milo's in a rush to get back. He's in a rush to get back. Who have you seen? What have you seen? Someone's having a mad half hour. Oh, we're off again. Come on. As if by magic, same field, same day, and the sun's out. The ladies get to go out in the sun. Milo was out in the fog and the rain, or the mist, not really rain. Now Milo's perched on the couch, minding his own business. I just put some flat back furniture together. My chore of the day. And it's now out for these two. Another good old sniff. Get their tiddles out of the way, and then they can settle down, see what film's on today. Keep them amused. Hopefully one with not too many dogs. Yesterday's film with Bette Midler had a big Great Dane on it, which sent them off bonkers. Sandy was up on her hind legs, playing a meerkat impression, trying to see what's going on in the television. And the day before, something popped up with Liberace and all his bloody dogs, which sent them into a mad rage, so we didn't watch that. There's a few more dog walkers out than there were this morning, and Skye's got her eye on all of them, and she's starting to whinge. Hope the sound was okay. I just realised I haven't got my microphone switched on, but with a bit of luck the microphone from the camera will have been working. Skye keeps wanting to go into the bushes. I'm giving Skye Milo's harness because it was wet anyway. No point in them all getting wet and dripping everywhere when we get back. The grass is thick with dew. You would swear they've been in the river even when they haven't been in the river. But we're going to go in the river anyway. Sandy's leading the way as usual. Just dawdled around long enough for the other two dogs to disappear. Seagulls are out in force. Sniffing exactly the same place as Milo was at this morning, just a few hours earlier. And she's got her eyes on the football players. Others practicing over there. Come up! Skye! Are you ready to launch at somebody? What are you looking at? What's she going for? A tiddle? And straight back up again. Go, Skye. Come on, Skye. Good girl. Sandy's testing the boundaries. And she cocks her leg. Now Skye's gone to examine the same patch. Skye's coming at her own pace. And we're back. Just talking to a few people as we're walking around. Don't be recording anybody and everybody. Wouldn't be interested in what we're talking about, or you might be too interested. Either way, this video is about the doggies. Skye and Sandy having a good old mooch. The noses are never far from the ground, unless they can see another dog 300 yards away. Sandy wants to get home. She's leading the charge, except when she's not. She's more interested in having a sniff again. She was tugging a second ago. It looks as though we're just going home at the right time, because the far side of this long grass there's a fellow with an Alsatian off the lead, and we've met him a few times and we'd rather not. So that's good. And we're approaching the river, and we never know what's on the other side of the river, so I'll have to rein these two in case there's any elderlies passing by at the time we cross and pop out in front of them. So I need to keep them on a short lead. So I'll say goodbye, and we'll see you again on the next video. Take care and have a good new year.